Hello YouTube, my name is Paul, hope you're keeping well. Welcome back to another Spotlight video, and today the spotlight shines on another Mega Drive shooter. That game is Twin Hawk, a game I couldn't remember the name of last week when I was doing the Spotlight on Fire Shark. I get so confused with these bloody names, Fire Shark, Flying Shark, and Twin Hawk should be a bit more memorable. The game was published in Europe by SEGA back in 1990. It was also released in Japan, but not North America. In Japan it was called Daizenpu. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I interpret it, but it's probably completely wrong. But yeah, the game itself is very similar to the likes of Flying Shark and Fire Shark, which Fire Shark I didn't know was a sequel to Flying Shark. It's confusing, doesn't it? That's inside the box, which is a pretty standard Mega Drive fare really. Instruction manual and cartridge. I can't remember what this game set me back. I don't think it was particularly expensive, and I might have got it as part of a bundle. But I can nowadays go for between sort of £20 and £30 box complete, which is a similar price really to the Japanese variant. But yeah, there's not really a lot to go on about this game. It's not a particularly difficult game to get hold of, but it seems quite popular. I mean, I played it quite a bit about 6 months to a year ago, but I never completed it. When you're playing through the level, it goes on forever. It seems like one huge level. It's like was the other two games you kind of land your plane, that kind of indicates in the level. This don't, you just carry on. And anything that kind of indicates that it's changing is the music. When you look at the actual level indicator on the game, it's got 2 digits, which these games tend to have. But yeah, it's only 4 stages, so it gets a bit confusing. So I probably nearly completed it, but didn't realise it. But yeah, it's also based obviously on the arcade original by Turplan, and it's a very, very good conversion on the Mega Drive, which you'll see in a moment. It even sounds identical, which is fantastic. So yeah, not much else to describe about Twin Hawk really, so we'll crack on and play the game. So welcome to Twin Hawk. Yeah, I thought I'd give this one a go today. I do like these kinds of games, I've got to be completely honest with you. Banshee on the Amiga was a cracking version, wasn't it? Or a cracking title like this. Yeah, it's got a nice little startup sequence in this game, which Fire Shark didn't have. Both very similar games, different types of power-ups though, which we'll sort of go through when we get into the game really. Right, let's crack on. Again, like I said, I can't get, well, I can probably get further in this game than I ever expected. It's not a particularly long game either. So you've got the standard affair, options and start. I'm not sure what goes in the options function. Rapid, let's turn rapid back on a minute. Maybe not, maybe we'll just crack on with the game then. But yeah, very samey start off the old flying strip there, very similar to Flying Shark really. But it's the last time you see a landing strip as far as I know. Those planes there you can call back to give you a hand. Cracking music, reminds me of a horse galloping away. Don't know why. There we go. So very similar sort of setup really, as you would expect from a Turplan game. On the right hand side there you've got your score, you've got your stage or area, you've got your lives there which are sort of depicted by the green planes, and your special weapon, which is the white planes, which do come back to give you a hand. But yeah, what was strange about this game, especially when I first ever played it, there's no air enemies in the air, everything's on the ground. If you like Flying Shark and you like Fire Shark and games of that ilk, you'll love this one, I think. There's your first power up, which came out of that lorry or truck. Now, you don't get many power ups. That green truck there gives you nothing at all. Obviously different varying sizes of tanks. Once you take the turrets off though, you can sort of let them run around for a bit. Yeah, I've got to concentrate a bit on this one, it gets a bit frantic after a while. Another power up there. I think it gets to the point where it's maxed out. Oh, watch out for this little shithead. Whoa! Get the planes in. Come on, boys. Sort it out. I thought I actually died then. They're quite useful, got to be honest. Especially in sticky situations. Apparently if you tap the special weapon and tap it again straight after, those planes kind of turn into kamikaze pilots. Literally crash into the nearest enemy, which I haven't tried that out before. So I'll have to give that a go in a bit. Like I said before, the only way you know that you've gone onto a different stage is when the music changes. So obviously there's checkpoints, which is cool. Big tanks, bigger tanks, and humongous tanks. Problem is my flipping weapon at the moment is absolutely piss poor. So a lot of dodging and weaving's needed here, so I can survive this level. Ah, pushed that by accident. What a twat. There we go. At least got the high score, so that's good. That's a start. Pretty awesome though, the formation of planes, but they do get picked off quite easily. Another one down. But yeah, you fly over different terrains, which is good. Keeps the variety up a little bit. Now I'm maxed out on the old front shooter. I was anyway, before that twat shot me. I don't tend to play these games with continues. I like to try and beat the game on the same credit. I'm pretty sure I heard someone else say that recently, actually, in one of their videos. But I much prefer to do that. Just don't know why. Always have done. I'm not doing very well at the minute, I've got to say. My practice run before this was much better than this. This is piss poor. Extra life at 70,000. It does help not to talk while playing this game though. Especially at my ripe old age. Would like to beat this game though, definitely would like to put this one to bed. Flying Shark's flipping rock hard and it's quite a big game. Whoa, 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 Jesus Christ, that was close. And Fire Sharks also seems like quite a big game, but this one, yeah, a lot smaller than I thought it was. Fucking hell. I'm probably going to give this one another go, I think, because I don't think I'm going to go get very far now. As you can see, though, the music changed as well, so I'm now on to stage 2. Just tell you that, and on the flipping panel there, but... But yeah, you don't need many power-ups, do you? There is an extra life, I think, at some point you can pick up. I've only ever seen that once. About to hit 100,000 points. I think my high score is around about 300,000, I think. But again, this is set on easy level, and the Japanese version, again, for some reason, doesn't have an easy level. So I must think us Europeans aren't particularly good at shooters. Which I'm not, to be honest. It's interesting though. Whoa, that's lucky. Oh, bloody hell! But not only do they give us an easy option. Not doing very well here. What I was going to say now. If I'm not careful, two of these come out in a minute. Oh, there they are. Bastards. I'll try not to poke the old tongue. Whoa, what's going on here? They've combined forces, look. Ugh. Right. We'll give it another go. Never seen it do that before. $10 bloody credits. Jesus. I still can't remember what I was going to say before. Right. Well, that's it, yeah. So we didn't get many shooters, did we, from Japan? I think there was well over, I don't know, must be at least 50, 60 shooters on the Japanese Mega Drive. Probably about a third of that on the UK, or European Mega Drives. So yeah, it wasn't really a genre really that we played a lot on over here. Well, it doesn't seem that way anyway, because there weren't many shooters on the Mega Drive or any other systems for that matter. Even when you look at something like the Amiga, a lot of the games weren't shooters, were they? Very rare you got a decent shooter come up. Might have to concentrate a little bit more on this one. Try and get a bit further. Nearly. Yeah, the graphics are nothing to shout out about, to be honest. Not quite as good as Fire Shark. They're alright. Serve their purpose. Nice smooth scrolling. Animation's okay. Again, nothing amazing. Blobs of lava. Right, let's try and kill this thing as quickly as possible. Should have, I don't know why I bother. Should have just called the bloody planes in, really, shouldn't I? It's one of those bits, so when you die, you end up starting after it. So that's quite lucky. Because usually you always sort of start after shit. You always, my God, you always normally start straight before kind of a mid-level boss, not after it, but. Not a particularly good run here, gotta say. That's rather embarrassing. Right, one more go. This is it. This is me beating the game now. No pissing about. Yeah, a game that needs a decent amount of concentration. Let's do it. Not sure why the shadows are flickering like that. There they are. Right. See what we can do. Third and final go. Probably nothing special, but you never know. Like I said, all you got to do is shoot the turrets off, really. Like that. And they just roll on down. You can't shoot you. Ideal. Unusual that comes up very quick. That's more of my little mates there. I choose to request them. Got to make sure this time I do it when I get to that big tank. That's flipping close. Uber power. Fucking have it. Bastard, die. Call the boys in. Oh, fucking, that's close. Die, you fucker! My God! What is wrong with it? I should have used that bloody double tap thing when they go and actually do a kamikaze attack on it. Under pressure. Immense pressure here to perform. Just ain't happening, is it? Hate to see what bloody hard levels like, I tell you. I bet it's flipping horrible. Shit. Whoa, get it! Die, you fucker! Die! Die! Nope, maybe not then. Little squeaky noise it makes. Yeah, it's a good game. I do like this game, I've got to be honest. It's a little bit hard, a little bit frustrating, a bit like Flying Shark. I find that bloody hard too. Oh, you little bitch. That's another sensible place really to get the old planes out, because yeah, that can be bloody hard. Ha ha ha! Oh my God. That's bad. I think I'm going to conclude because I don't think I'm going to get any better. I think I'm going to give this game a good hour. Try and get further than that. That was grim. Well, thank you for putting up with that. Let's go and conclude. Well, that was a bit of an embarrassing wank fest, wasn't it, really? Bloody hell. I thought I might do better at this game than I actually did, so I do apologise for that. But it's one of those games that you do need to concentrate when you're playing it. And the thing is, when you lose that power-up, you've had it really, and I kept dying in that bloody big tank, sort of not far from the beginning of the first stage. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. But I do like the game. It is frustrating. I think once I kind of... Well, it's silly saying this really, because you do this fucking every game. Once you mastered it, you should be able to breeze through it quite easily. And it doesn't seem like a particularly long game. So yeah, we'll pick away at it and try and beat it. Add it to my list of games that I've completed this year, which probably stands at about 9, which is pretty poor really. I certainly would recommend it, and I did undervalue it at the beginning part of the video really, when I said it was worth about 20 to 30 quid. It's more like 30 to 40 quid. So I went back and had another look. Just after I changed my t-shirt, for those who notice these things. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for subscribing. I'll see you guys again real soon. Take care. Bye for now.